What's up, everybody? Chicago talk show host, and I'm here in the city with different tips for safely commuting on your bike while you're in the city of Chicago. Basically, I've been biking and commuting in the city for years now, and I'm gonna share with you some tips to how to keep it safe because, out here, it's crazy out here with some of the drivers, and I'm happy to share these with you only by your boy, Chicago talk show host. So my first tip for you is don't use headphones. I know it's crazy, it's not safe. You don't want headphones because you want to make sure you're attuned to what's happening around you. There's all kinds of craziness happening here in the city. People rage driving, people not being considerate, and quite frankly, a lot of drivers don't like bikers. You want to make sure that you're aware as best as you can be while you're on your bike commuting because you want to get there safely. That's the end of the day. And I get it. I get the whole idea of using your headphones and blasting music. I've done that before. I don't recommend it. You're still taking a risk when you do that because you never know just what's going to happen. So my advice, don't use headphones. Be attentive to your surroundings. Always stay aware and do the best that you can to stay safe out there. Another tip for you is wear your helmet. I see a lot of people riding their bikes and they don't have their helmet on. You're asking for trouble when you do that. You're gambling. There's enough things to gamble about in life and risk. It's something that you need to be doing. I know you may not think it looks cool or whatever, but it is cool. It is cool to be safe, man. You don't want to be out here in these streets getting killed just because you're trying to get somewhere on your bike. So wear your helmet. The next tip I have for you is make sure you stop at red lights, stop at stop signs, and don't just ignore them. The very minimums, just slow down. And for the busy, big intersections, make sure you stop at those stop signs. Make sure you stop at those stoplights, and it just might save your life. All right, so for my next tip is definitely dress for the weather. So I've been out here in the snow, all kinds of snow. I've been out here in all kinds of freaking typhoons. When it starts raining cats and dogs, it gets ridiculous. And you want to make sure you have the proper gear. Especially for those colder, wetter climates that the Midwest is known for, you want to make sure you have layers, get your thermals on. You want to have stuff that's, at the minimum, water resistant, but anything that wicks away water, that's what you want, because you want to keep your internal chest and your extremities nice and dry, nice and warm, right? I strongly recommend looking into wool products. Wool, the textile, it's really good. So when you sweat, it helps wick away the sweat, and then it keeps you cool as well. So for those colder times, I recommend some nice athletic pair of some wool socks to complete your outfit for the inclement weather. If you need to be commuting out here when it's raining, when it's snowing, and you're out there getting it, wear gloves. So I kind of show you the ones that I have. Look like this, Fox racing gloves. I first fell in love with the Fox brand since high school when I used to mess around with biking and BMX stuff. Freestyle. I used to have a Haro bike back in the day. Got stolen. Sad times. It was a Dave Mira. But that was a different time. And so this is what it is. Getting back to the point, I do recommend wearing gloves because especially in the summer or the inclement weather, the rain or the snow, you need to have your grip on your handlebars. And sometimes the old hands and the skin just won't do. So it does help to have some good gloves. Next tip I got for you is to maintain your bike. Make sure it's properly oiled. Make sure your tires have air in them as needed per the recommended instruction for your tire. Make sure you have any tools on you that you need for an on-the-spot fixing of your bike. Maybe there's some sort of issue and you need to just calibrate it really quickly. So that way, in case you need them, you have them. The last tip that I have for you, get yourself some protection for your eyes. So I've got these guys, bought them I think I got them on Amazon. Super chill. I'll show you what they look like. All right, so let everybody know that you're a hardcore cyclist. Me, when it comes to these sort of things, I prefer function over fashion. You can get away with your Ray-Bans or whatever if you really want to be that cool, but I like function over style when it comes to this. You want something to protect you against all the kinds of debris, again, the inclement weather. You don't want that in your eyes. So get yourself some good eye protection. That's gonna go a long way. Also, you need something that protects you against the sun and all kinds of reflections in the summertime. The last thing you want is if you're making a turn and next thing you know, you miss something just because you got something caught in your eye, or it was too bright for a moment and then you lose your concentration And you know, things can happen, accidents can happen. So it's all about safety. Don't worry about being so cool so much. And let's get around here nice and safe for everybody. Alright guys, well that's gonna do it. It's been Chicago Talk Show host. I'm happy and I'm thrilled to have shared some of this information with you. If you learned a little bit about some of these bike tips and you benefited from them, let me know in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe. So if you're out there and you're a city person and you see this familiar helmet, that just might be me, Chicago Talk Show host, give me a wave and we're out here. Stay safe out there. Peace.